All right. Well, welcome. Happy Wednesday to you, and excited to be here talking to you after a couple games under our belts. So, Friday night opened up the season with Rockhurst here. Thought that we had just a terrific crowd. Our student section was just awesome. It's as many as we've had for a season opener that I can remember since I've been here. So it was really neat. Gave our guys some good energy. Gave them some good energy, and then they were able to perform. And they performed really well. Scored 78 points in the game, most points we've ever scored in a single game. Shared the ball exceptionally well. We found the open guy all night. Hit 11 threes. Did a good job of attacking against a lot of the pressure that we saw. And then really did a good job while we gave up 69 points. The amount of possessions that were involved, we were pretty good defensively. The breakdowns that we had are correctable. So we have a lot of respect for Rockhurst, quality of opponent they are, quality of program they have, type of players they got. And so to get that win to start the year was really good for us, gave us some momentum to go into Saturday, go down to Columbia, play Hickman down there. They're down a little bit. We were able to kind of jump on them early, and you go into halftime up by the margin we were. It gives us some confidence about what we can do, and then just played the second half, played it even. But 2 games in, we like what we've seen so far. A lot of room for improvement, but so far, the seniors are leading in the way that you want them to lead. JV is busy this week at the Kearney tournament, JV tournament. Then they come back for ours. Our sophomores have been busy. They got 4 games under their belt and play again later this week. It's a really exciting time for our program. Our freshmen are going to St. Joe on Friday. Really exciting time with a lot of things going on, and then obviously we get to play Thursday in our tournament with Raypeck. And our tournament's always something we really look forward to. We hate missing that game on Tuesday, but nature of what took place. So we'll be ready to go versus Raypeck on Thursday. But we're excited about our start, but got a lot more to work on and look forward to as we get going. So with that, turn it over to you guys for questions.
With you and the team starting off the season 2-0, how do you think that affects your play and confidence as the team overall, or of the team overall?
It's better than being 0-2. It's better than starting the year 0-2 and wondering if you're any good. What I worry about is that we're 2-0, and I worry about them thinking they're too good. So there's a balance to strike with that hopefully we'll get. But the good news about starting 2-0 is that we're playing well. I don't think it's a fake 2-0. I don't think it's you got lucky and won a game or something. I mean, we're played well enough and deserve to be 2-0. And there's a difference between that and falling into the games. Now, they're only going to get harder, and the other thing is when you're playing well, you're getting attention, and people are wondering, why are you playing well? So the tapes are out there now. People are going to make adjustments on your personnel and on your system, and we'll adjust accordingly too. But it's a good start, and it gives us momentum. It rewards the guys for all the work that they've put in, because they put in an immense amount of work. So it rewards them for the work that they've done. But hopefully it's the start and not the pinnacle of where we'll be this year.
How do you plan on slowing down Raypeck star Wesley McCullough?
He's a good player, isn't he? Yeah, he's a really good player, and he provides some matchup issues because of his size. Being as tall as he is, he's able to use his size to his advantage, because he's able to get his shot off. A guy that's usually that size, you associate high school basketball with being around the bucket. Wes is good enough to step outside, stretch the defense, and so then if you don't account for him and get him covered, he's shooting open shots, and he's a prolific shooter. I mean, you see how well he shoots it. He's a Division II signee for a reason. He's a recruiting player, highly recruited player out of Kansas City for a reason. He's a good player. How do we plan on slowing him down? I mean, it'll be a collective thing with our team. It starts with awareness. We got to know where he is all the time. We can't have a possession where, we don't guard their best player and let him get going. And then the biggest thing is we just got to make everything tough for him. Got to make it tough for him.
Having a bye in the first round and not knowing until yesterday who you were playing, how have you been preparing your guys to play?
Yeah, we say stuff all the time, and our program's got, a little saying here, a little saying there, but for us, biggest game of our year is our next game. And so whether it was Raypeck, whether it was Pius, we were just going to kind of approach it with the mindset of, you know, they'll do some things that we'll prepare for specifically today, but on Monday and Tuesday, when we didn't know who we were playing, we just still wanted to focus on ourselves. Make sure that we were getting better, our system of play was getting better, our players are getting better, and that was our focus. Now that we know specifically, we're able to make little tweaks. We got about a 12, 15-minute segment today at practice. It'll be specific to Ray-Pec and kind of who they are and what they do.
Robbie Hanson has had 25 points and 19 points in the games you have played. How do you think his leadership in the scoring column has affected the play of the team overall?
Okay, so yeah, really good observation and point, Jake, because right, like you see his numbers. I mean, how good of a shooter he is it, you know, moving on up. No, hopefully not before too long be up there in third. But your question about leadership and scoring, right? Like, people think that those are separate issues, and they're not, because Robbie, when he asserts himself and when he's really aggressive, the rest of the guys have confidence and can play to their strengths. And so I've been on Robbie quite a bit throughout his career, but especially over the summer into this year, about asserting himself more, being more dominant, being more aggressive. Sometimes people associate being aggressive with being selfish, and that's not the case, right? If you've got some talent, if you've got some ability and skill, you need to be able to assert yourself and be dominant and be aggressive. And through 2 games, he has, and he's been pretty good. He's been pretty good for a couple reasons. One, he is good. He's a good player. 2 is he's been aggressive. Then what that allows the other guys to do is play to their strengths. Robbie can be a scorer, so then the other guys can score when needed, but they don't have to feel the pressure of being a dominant scorer. But I've been really pleased with him. I mean, you see how well he shoots it. But I mean, Robbie's a heck of a player, but you see the strengths of some other guys being able to rise to the surface because of how well he's played to start. Yeah.
Similar to Jake's question, Robbie's also climbing the leaderboards in the 3-point, so can you touch on those numbers a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of threes. A lot of threes, shoots them well, shoots them when he's open. They come in rhythm. I mean, the other thing that this graphic maybe doesn't show is, and I'll work on getting this to you guys, but is his percentage. You know, he's made a lot, but he shot it at a really high percent. So while he's made the 5th most and he's climbing up that rank, he's going to be up top as far as percentage goes because he shoots it so well. So not only is it much in quantity, but it's high in quality too. So that's a huge advantage to have. Wrap it up. I know you guys all in here and most of your class are working really, really hard for everybody this week and know it's appreciated. A lot of coverage goes on in this tournament. I hear from people across the city. I hear from people outside the city talking about our tournament and the coverage that it gets. So we're very appreciative of what y'all do and the coverage that you give us. And we'll go out on Thursday night against Ray-Pec and try to give you something fun and good to cover from us. But we look forward to seeing you guys on Thursday and Friday, and then we'll check in next week. Thanks, guys.